It's time for fun, learning, commentary, laughs, and more care of the most diverse group in the genealogy and family history world. Welcome to BlackProGen Live with your hosts, Nicka and True, and the baddest panel in these pedigree streets, Angela, James, Linda, Alex, Ellen, Toni, Shelley, Teresa, Bernice, Felicia, Willie, Renata, and Tasia. It's BlackProGen Live, genealogy, family history research with flavor.
This is their first time. Yep. So hold on, let me check timer. Yes.
I didn't want the story to die, and as I got older, I felt that there were stories that needed to be said that weren't being captured. And I didn't know how to capture them, but I knew something had to be done.
Initially, I started in genealogy 3 years ago, just doing DNA testing. I wanted to see my admixture, how much of this, how much of that. Looking at census records. Does New Orleans have a genealogy society? Yes, we do. I'm starting to go to more events centered around genealogy. I've got bit by the bug. I just wanted to know more.
One is a great-great aunt who I've never heard of. And when I went to Virginia to actually learn more about her, I found that she was buried behind a black church. And that led me to the most extraordinary experiences I've ever had in my life.
My mother passed away 2 years ago, and it kind of, made me stop in my research because it was very, very important to her to carry on the family story and to find out what really happened to Sarah and go further back. And so me coming to MAAGI, I think I'm the only one, is how I look at it. So it's like either go hard or go home, and MAAGI was really it.
Oh my God, this is absolutely incredible. I wish all of you who are not here were here. Look at the crowd, look at the energy that's coming in here. It's just absolutely wonderful. And seeing old friends, new friends, and everyone is just having an incredible experience. Anyway, MAAGI, we're here. We wish the rest of you were too.
I finally made it! Hallelujah! It's been 3 years in the making, boy. I'm so excited to be here. I'm looking forward, actually, to following a structured methodology for how I can break through my own brick wall. So I have, a family member that I'm just still struggling to get through, and I think I've been just kind of going in spurts and trying a little here and a little there. I'm now putting together a research plan and kind of following some steps to break through that brick wall, and I want to learn how to do it right.
Oh, Lord, y'all, Adrian, the peach cobbler has arrived. Oh, the peach cobbler has arrived. Adrian has brought the peach cobbler, and it is here. Here is the peach cobbler connoisseur, my friend in genealogy. Let me tell you, an entire foot, toe, ankle, heel has been put into this peach cobbler and this banana pudding.
Don't share. Let me get in first, then tell people about the peach cobbler.
Hi, we're on Facebook Live. Hey! I am looking forward to learning because there is so much more than what I thought I knew that I don't know.
That's what I want to do. This is my passion, and this is where I'm supposed to be.
First, it was started with me. Now I want to, do more with, the people of our community and, give them that history so we can be proud of our own Black history in San Diego.
It's important for us as a people to know that we exist for a reason, and that we are not just here. That there are things that happen before we got here, and that if we do not understand what has happened to us as African people, if we do not understand what has happened, then there is a chance that we may fall into the same path, the same issue.
I see where there's a deficit in history of African Americans across the board. And so, like whenever I write a book about history about certain different people in the family, I donate it to the libraries or the archives or the historical societies, so that when people who are interested in genealogy come around and are looking for their family, hopefully it will help them.
It's visceral because these are my family members. It's not like I'm just researching anyone. I'm getting information about who I am, what shoulders I stand on.
For me, what was important is to take all of those decades of data, names that I had collected, and put them in a book so that my family would have it, and not only my family, but other folks.
I succeed by any means necessary because I understand the importance of being able to capture the moment, for those that will come next, to magnify that it has not always been this way. 2019 has not always been this way, won't always be this way.
And so just expect that to happen, that after you get the basic concept, you're breaking off. And you're talking to each other, you share. And we really started talking, I found out he was from New Orleans. Guess where I'm from?
Well, it lets me know that, whether I'm doing things the right way, how I could be doing things better. And just, it's just part of the preparation process to really get some true training under my belt.
Cuba, furlough, sick, detached from service, without confinement.
Or she's related to them. Come on, I'll take you to the house. Y'all, I popped the trunk and he was bringing stuff out the basement that were James Goins and stuff. We got the third grade grandmother's Bible.
The databases that I was introduced to, so talking through plantation journals and using such a Duke University or using the University of North Carolina slavery database, there are a lot of different local databases that I was not familiar with, and just having the guidance and the tools of how to use those, I will be taking back and using it in my research.
But I have been following MAAGI for quite some time now and watching the videos, and when BlackProGen, when they do the Google Live chats and they're featured at MAAGI, I always follow that. And so I wanted to challenge myself, and I've been researching for quite some time, and I second guess myself a lot in my research. And am I doing this right? Am I really following the right methods? And so I thought, what better place to be and come to than MAAGI?
I think I really want to go for a certification and do this professionally, and I thought this was a good place to be, to learn more about what it is I'm doing, just in preparation for that.
No, most of them don't have any training.
Tell me how we made this discovery.
Because she said Nettleton and nobody else
Turn
did.
the introduction.
Yeah.
Nettleton, Mississippi. And here we go.
Oklahoma, Smithville, Amory, all within walking distance of each other.
Then Raspberry, and then hey, I got my old family tree maker here. I brought my computer, brought it up because I can't remember. Charles Marcus Raspberry, Estella Adams. I'm the Adams.
Yep.
So,
And this is the paper stuff I've been doing for 25 years.
Yeah.
I just kept with this.
One day I wandered into Oakland Library, and I wanted to find more about what this Indian territory was, who possibly his Indian grandmother was, and I found a book, Chickasaw Freeman, People Without a Country. And when I got the book, I have a habit of looking at the table of contents, going through the index, looking for names and places, and I happened to see another familiar name.
This is a book on Black history in Oklahoma. And of course, any new resource that I can find that I haven't seen, I'm always going to be scouring it out.
Okay, and look at the pictures on the inside.
This is a group of freedmen in Fort Gibson.
In Fort Gibson, hey,
Yes.
that's where Ike Rogers was killed.
Yes, that's right, he certainly was. And this was also another freedmen's camp in Fort Gibson.
Also.
This is before the Dawes enrollment.
This is before the Dawes enrollment. This is a great picture to have for
This
a
is
presentation.
a great picture to have. These are wonderful images.
So Vivid Pics is here, and they're doing scanning on site for people who are interested in preserving their images.
There are images here for us to scan them for free. Part of being part of MAAGI and being at Allen County Public Library.
Absolutely. Look at you. She's got, ooh, now who are these people in this picture?
So this is my grandmother, Emily Reddick. This is her mother, Fanny Reddick, and this is her father, Alex Reddick, and this is her sister.
You have to start somewhere, and it's just important that we learn how to research our family history, and then it's up to standards, so that if anybody wants to fact check, our information, they're able to find where you got the information from.
Family after the Civil War, the family stayed on the farm.
Stayed on in either Augusta County or Rockingham.
By then it was Augusta County.
Now what we're doing is we are doing Brick Wall Night. It's the participants, the attendees. It's about 70 people who are here at MAAGI, who are here as students, who have been in instructional sessions for the last 2 days, yesterday and today. Is they are being given a chance to bring some of their research hurdles, and the group at large is going to address those hurdles live and in person. So they can bring their documents, they can bring their questions, whatever it is that they want to work out, where they feel like they need input from other people. This is Tom's fabulous timeline.
Yeah, so all the information I have on Ed Reed is here. So I took, everything that pertains to my goal. So, to find the parents of the siblings of Eddie Reed, and ultimately trace the Reed line back to our first enslaved ancestor. And so that's where I put all this down, and when I put it in chronological order, that's when I realized I didn't have 1900.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different groups in one room.
Because I started doing this without any formal training, and when MAAGI was really the first time that I took a real genealogy class and really learned what the true processes should be. And so it's I was no longer bootleg, if you will. I was truly following a method and standards and it was us.
I think it's totally worth it. Totally worth all every penny that I spent to be here. So I would rather didn't want to be anywhere else.
I just want to make sure that I captured the wonderful stories, even though there's some sadness. Everything is not smiley face, but it's still a story, and it's a story of resilience. It's a story that we had a name long before we were unnamed, and that we just didn't get here. We weren't just slaves.
Having more open conversations about slavery, having more open conversations about the changing of our society as it relates to our LGBT community, and what does that mean from a genealogical perspective, like software and the research. So
some breakthrough, something good always happens at MAAGI.